Something very strange is happening behind the scenes at the Los Angeles Chargers, and now it's all starting to make sense. A quiet, almost secret movement is underway, and the information I've gathered indicates that a bombshell trade is about to be finalized. There was no press conference, no official announcement, but names are already being discussed within the franchise. This move isn't just another roster change. It could have an immediate impact on the field and directly affect the hearts of the fans. We're talking about a decision that could change the course of the season from the start, and you'll now understand in detail what's happening. But before I reveal the full story and reveal who's involved in this negotiation, like it, activate the bell, and subscribe to the channel, because this exclusive bombshell is about to explode, and you won't want to miss anything that's to come. The opening week of the NFL season is approaching, and the mood in Los Angeles is one of anticipation, anxiety, and surprise. That's because the Los Angeles Chargers made strategic, discreet, and yet impactful roster moves, leaving fans full of doubts, hopes, and, above all, curiosity about what's to come. Jim Harbaugh's franchise appears to be putting the final pieces in place before a thrilling matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, and some of these changes could be decisive for the team's immediate future. The first major highlight of this saga is the return of undrafted wideout Luke Grimm to the Chargers practice squad. This move, which went almost unnoticed, could prove to be one of the front office's smartest moves in the early stretch of the season. Grimm was signed alongside running back Amar Johnson, while guard Carson Barnhart was released and wideout. Jalen Reagor was placed on the injured list. Now, you might be wondering, why all the fuss over a practice squad player? The answer is simple. Grimm had already attracted attention during training camp and appeared to be a secret bid to make the 53-man roster. Even though he didn't make the main roster, his skill and versatility led many fans to believe he could be poached by another franchise, as he hadn't appeared on the initial 17-man practice squad. But with Reagor's departure and the lack of depth at wideout, with only Jekwe Jackson available as a practice squad wideout, Grimm returns in a prime position. He's literally one step away from being called up for official games. And considering Harbaugh's style of offense, having a young, fast, and determined wideout could be the difference maker when least expected. The sentiment is clear. After losing Raheem Sanders, another undrafted talent beloved by the fans, Chargers fans have gained a good dose of hope with Grimm's return. He may not be a big name right now, but it's precisely from these types of players that come the stories of overcoming obstacles that define an entire season. And speaking of stories of overcoming obstacles, we can't leave out another signing. That could ignite the team's running attack. If fans were upset about Raheem Sanders' departure, get ready, because the new addition may even exceed expectations. We're talking about Amar Johnson, the running back who recently joined the Chargers practice squad and who has already made it clear, even in a short time, that he could be one of the most important finds of this offseason. It's no exaggeration to say that if he embraces the opportunity with the same intensity he showed early in his career, the franchise may have found a true hidden gem amidst so many roster cuts and changes. Johnson already showed signs of his potential when he played for the Green Bay Packers. In a preseason game, he launched an explosive touchdown run that quickly won over the fans. The video went viral on social media and rekindled that old flame every football fan knows well. The feeling of being in front of a natural playmaker, a player capable of changing the course of a game in a matter of seconds, even when given very few opportunities. This is the kind of talent that doesn't go unnoticed and inevitably catches the attention of coaches and executives. Johnson's credentials only reinforce this initial impact. He was a former All-American at South Dakota State, a respected program that often produces consistent talent. At his pro day, he shined with a 4.39-second 40-yard dash, a mark that places him among the fastest at the position. Speed is something that can't be taught, and when it combines with explosiveness, game vision, and tactical discipline, the result is often devastating for defenses, opponents. It's precisely this combination that makes Johnson's arrival so intriguing. For the Chargers offense, today, the team's backfield already boasts big names like Omarion Hampton, Najee Harris, and Hassan Haskins, plus Raheem Sanders on the practice squad. It's a respectable rotation with players of varying styles. Hampton with brute force, Najee with his consistency, and Haskins bringing balance. However, Johnson enters this group with a trait that could set him apart: unpredictability. He's the kind of running back who can be called upon on special plays, on third down situations, or even on bold calls designed precisely to surprise the opposing defense. When he touches the ball, fans can expect something out of the ordinary, a flash of creativity that could result in rushing yards or even unexpected touchdowns. The big question now is, can Johnson, like Sanders, win the hearts of the fans and establish himself as an important piece in this competitive rotation? And it's precisely at this point that expectations rise. The Chargers may have lost Sanders, but with Amar Johnson on the field, the flame of hope remains lit. Now is the time to closely monitor every practice, every every rep, every chance he's given, because if fate decides to smile upon this young running back, the team and the fans could be about to witness the birth of a new key player in the offense. And it's precisely about opportunities that we arrive at the next point of this analysis. Because while some names are gaining ground and delighting the fans, other positions on the roster are putting fans on high alert. The Chargers' offense seemed designed to be one of the most solid and balanced in the entire NFL in 2025. The offensive line was expected to be one of the team's pillars, supporting both the protection of Justin Herbert and the creation of space for the running game. But an injury changed the entire panorama and brought immediate concern: Rashawn Slater's injury. The impact was devastating, as he, along with rookie Joe Alt, promised to form one of the most dominant tackling duos in the league, a veritable wall of protection against any pass rush. With Slater out, everything had to be reorganized quickly. Alt, who was preparing to begin his professional career at right tackle, had to be moved to left tackle, a role with greater responsibility and one that requires immediate adaptation. And herein lies the central problem. This new duo simply doesn't instill the confidence Jim Harbaugh would like in such a crucial area. And to make matters worse, the depth of the offensive line is practically non-existent. Immediate backup Austin Deculus has less than 100 snaps of offensive experience in his entire career, which heightens the feeling of vulnerability. In a league where quarterback protection is crucial to any chance of success, this scenario clearly demonstrates the Chargers' exposure. Given this situation, the front office began exploring the market for solutions, and one name emerged as a realistic option: Cam Robinson, currently with the Houston Texans. He signed with Houston in March, but quickly lost out to rookie Ariante Ursary, creating a potential trade. Of course, Robinson isn't a perfect tackle. Last season, he allowed 7 sacks, and his performance was quite inconsistent, especially in pass protection. Furthermore, he's never been recognized as an elite blocker in the run game. However, when the need arises, action is essential, and right now, bolstering the offensive line to protect Herbert becomes a top priority. Given an extremely tight market, Robinson may simply be the best option available before the debut. The most interesting thing is that the Chargers wouldn't need to give up much capital to complete this trade. The expectation is that a mere late-round draft pick would be enough to convince the Texans to release him. A relatively low price considering the impact his arrival could bring, greater stability in the pocket for Herbert to throw to, and more consistency to pave the way for rookie Omarion Hampton in the running game. Now, the big question looming is, will the front office be bold enough to seek this last-minute reinforcement, risking a move that could change the course of the season? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because the return of Luke Grimm, the explosive arrival of Amar Johnson, or the possibility of a trade for Cam Robinson. The season is just beginning, but one thing is already clear: there will be no shortage of excitement and drama on the Los Angeles Chargers' path in 2025.